Hi everybody, Instagram, friends, family, mothers, sisters, brothers, all of us. This is Maha here, and I am of Palestinian Lebanese origin, and I am the founder of EmbodyBirth for almost 30 years. And I've been contemplating over these last few weeks my Palestinian roots and my book, Dance of the Womb, that I wrote and released in 2008, 15 years ago, the year my daughter was born, when I was 46 years of age, a beautiful home water lotus birth. And her birth really exemplified for me the spiritual nature of uninterrupted, uninterfered with physiological mammalian birth. And I am forever grateful to her and the experience that I had as a mother. And I have been coming actually back to my own book for some words of reassurance, to remember my own her story, to reflect on the unity of our humanity. And there was a story in my book that was under the chapter of the chest. And the chest for me is the representation of breath, the heart, connection of this unity of consciousness for humanity. And there's a part in the book that I wanted to read to you because it's a very beautiful reminder for us as mothers and parents of why and who we are for our children and for the world, all of humanity, all children. As I say, my child is your child is my child. So I wanted to share this little story. So I wrote this would have been in the early 2000s. For those who've joined, I'm reading from my award-winning book, Dance of the Womb, as I reflect on my Palestinian roots. And I say, on a daily basis, my heart space is challenged through my journey as a mother, and I am learning the art of attachment and detachment, all in balance. Spiritually, I am beginning to understand both my heart and soul connection to all things in this universe, from human, animal, plant, cell, atom, as well as my singular life within the cosmos. It is as though spatial awareness is interwoven with a specific awareness of my being and its relationship to all of humanity. Giving birth has challenged my ideas around human division and difference, playing within my heart a feeling of awareness that every baby born on this planet has a right to unconditional love and unconditional acceptance. Our similarities as spiritual beings having a human experience must be our focus rather than the idea of us and them. We can reflect upon the positive notion that there is no other and pose the question, is this where true peace and compassion lies? That is liberation for all human beings. I am grateful for my experience as a mother that enables me to break through the judgment and see that my baby and another woman's baby are ultimately the same baby. This was reinforced recently when I watched a very powerful documentary about the meeting of two incredible mothers. One, an Israeli whose 19-year-old son had been killed in a suicide bomb attack on a bus and whose kidneys were transplanted to an 8-year-old Palestinian girl who was weeks away from dying of kidney failure. Both mothers defied political and social division to meet and exchange in deep love and deep understanding that both their children were equally divine. These women, the Israeli and the Palestinian woman, mothers met, embraced, and broke the chain of hatred which touched my heart so deeply that I sobbed in admiration of their true act of compassion. The Israeli son's kidneys breathed life into the dying Palestinian girl's body. I thank them for rising above intense ill will perpetuated senselessly for over half a century, now 75 years, to recognize and most importantly act upon the idea that maybe, just maybe, we are all one. Mothers, we understand this from birthing our babies. We are all one. We come from the same source. My chest reminds me of these things whenever I place my hand upon my heart, or place my baby's head upon my bosom, or close my eyes and observe my breath radiating from my diaphragm. The life force that casts its energy every day speaks to me in a language of love and harmony. I understand that I was born to life, and in turn I bear my children's stamp upon this Mother Earth as my ancestors did before me, connecting all of humanity embossed as golden thread cast within our hearts and our spirits. This is what I wanted to share today as a 61-year-old Palestinian woman, severed from my culture, severed from my roots, but knowing that we are one. We are one in the heart. As mothers, as humans, as spiritual beings, we are connected. And love is the only way through this. So please dig deep into your heart and know that we must unify as one humanity for our children's sake. That's what I wanted to share. And that was a reading from my award-winning world first book on more than just belly dance for birth, but my story as a Palestinian Lebanese woman, severed from my roots, kidnapped from my mother, brought to Australia when I was 2 years of age by my father, separated from motherland, mother tongue, the mother within, the mother without. And I alchemized my story into a gift in my birth work of almost 30 years as founder of EmbodyBirth, an independent international voice to understand these spiritual aspects and sacred aspects of birth that unify, not divide and separate us. So thank you for listening, and get in touch anytime if you want to talk to me or connect. I'm here. Lots of love and namaste.